Hi, so today I thought I'd try something different and introduce a friend of mine, Simon Rigby. He's a very experienced marketeer and he's recently set up a company called My Flyer Inserts. And I think it's a fantastic opportunity to get your brand and products in front of new audiences. So Simon, can you just tell us quickly a little bit about your history?
Yeah, certainly, Jim. For about 30 odd years I ran my own office stationery business selling B2B and B2C throughout the UK, and when I started it was just off the page advertising and also through the letterbox advertising. Obviously as the years went by, new marketing opportunities came up like fax machines, and then finally the email, Google, Amazon, eBay, and these were all different channels that we tried at the time. But one of the ones that we always came back to was doing inserts.
So Simon, the inserts work for you, and now you've set up My Flyer Inserts. Can you just explain how the inserts work to start with?
Yeah, sure, Jim. My Flyer Inserts, it's like a dating website for e-commerce businesses. It's a self-service website so that companies can log on, have a look and see who the other e-commerce businesses are on there, and then they can connect up with them and have a conversation about doing inserts. And the messaging goes directly through to the person that's involved in doing the marketing for that business.
So when you say a dating app, what do you mean? What, a brand matches itself with a similar brand?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one of the examples is Naked Wines are on the website, and they've paired up with a company called Woof Woof, who do subscription dog treats and dog food packs every month. Well, you wouldn't have thought it would be an obvious way to connect up, but of course, you know, if you're buying Naked Wines, you're buying decent wine, and the odds are that you've probably got a Labrador at home, or a Golden Retriever, or a King Charles Spaniel, and so that's where the connection is between the two. And obviously, again, you know, if you're buying a not inexpensive subscription for your dog treats, then the odds are that you would probably spend a bit more on your wine. And that's how the swapping works.
Yeah. So you've already got someone who's used to the subscription model, and you're just matching up. So they might have lots of subscriptions. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What about stuff like getting your flyers printed? Isn't that a hassle?
Well, no. We've just recently started last week Insert Express, and we will guarantee to design and print and deliver your inserts within 10 days or less to your chosen partner.
Oh wow! And what about like someone like Naked Wine is absolutely massive, and if I've got online pet shop, say with only a few thousand customers, how does that work?
Well, Naked Wines actually have their own printing department, and they print their own coupons to put inside their parcels, so that if you do a swap with them, it's not literally a swap with them, because they would put you in their booklet free of charge, which they will then insert in their outgoing wine boxes.
Right. And what sort of offer do you have to give if you're a brand and you want to promote yourself to someone else's audience?
Well, basically, it's a swap basis. So if you want to swap, say, 5,000 inserts with another company, it's just a straight swap, 5,000 for 5,000. Some of the bigger companies will actually let you distribute those over 3 or 4 months. You know, if you're not such a big volume e-commerce business, some of the bigger boys will let you have 2 or 3 months to distribute their inserts.
Okay. And what are the advantages of doing this? I mean, it's quite low cost, isn't it?
Very low cost. If you're swapping, it's free. All it's going to cost you is the price of the flyers. And say, for instance, with Insert Express, we can do 5,000 A5 size flyers, printed both sides, full colour, for under 100 quid.
And what am I giving away if I'm on my flyer? Am I saying like here's a 10% discount? Or?
We would. I would always advocate that you do. I'm not keen on straight discounts like 10 or 15%. It's much better to give something away with a higher perceived value, which is something I used to do in my own business. I would buy pallets of stock that were from manufacturers, discontinued products. I'd put them in my catalogue at $9.99 and I'd give them away free, so people would see that the perceived value is $9.99, although it probably only cost me about £1. That was the offer.
Oh wow! And what sort of other companies have you got on there?
We've got Naked Wine, Donald Russell. Not a lot of people have heard about Donald Russell. I describe them as a small Scottish butcher that turns over £42 million a year.
Wow!
Wow, exactly. Beer 52, Mashulu slippers, Pavers shoes, Scots of Stowe. We've got 4 of their brands on there, and Honeybee, a small honey company based up in Blackburn. Got an Anchor and Crew who do really nice jewellery, small niche company.
So they're all quite sort of high value, aren't they? Customers.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but the subscription dog treat company, I think it's about £15 a month.
Yeah. And does this work? Would you say it works alongside your other marketing, or is it its own channel?
Oh, definitely works. Don't look after your other channels at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just an added channel, and the beauty of it is, once you've thought about what your offer is, you've got that offer printed and you've distributed it, you do not have to do any other work on it. It's not like Facebook or other social media marketing where every Monday morning you've got to go in the account, see what's happened over the past week, discovered you've made a few mistakes and it's cost you a lot of money, and you've had to tweak your account to make sure you're getting the right ROI on it, if you are getting an ROI on it.
On that front, what about tracking it?
Well, tracking it, I would always advise people to have a QR code on there that takes them through to a specific landing page on their website that reiterates the offer. And of course, you know how many inserts you've sent out, which is the number of impressions. You know what the click-throughs are by the number of people that go onto your landing page, and then you can measure the volume of sales that you get from that. So you can measure it really closely.
Brilliant. Well, Simon, I think it's an excellent tool. We've recommended it to quite a few of our customers. I think have signed up.
Yes, thank you.
We've signed up ourselves with our dog's website. I think it's a really good opportunity for not much investment to really expand your marketing.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much, Jim.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Simon. Nice
Cheers.
to speak to you.
And you.
That's all from us.
It's a wrap.